So I want to say something that has to do with this Ilebaye situation, because I can relate to an extent how that feels. Right now, growing up, when I was in the uni at age 20, there was a time I came back home during summer holidays, and there was something I did and my dad punished me for it. I came back home really late and my dad punished me for it. Now, let me be honest with you. The reason I got back home late was because at the back of my mind, when I was outside, I felt like, okay, I'm an adult. So if normally your curfew was 7 p.m., I mean, now your dad should understand, because you are grown, you're an adult, you're in uni, you're actually taking care of some of your bills. So your dad should not be so harsh on you, right? I got it wrong, because when I got home, my dad punished me in a really harsh way, and that made me come to a realization, which I'm going to share with you guys today and advise you on. First, if you know that you come from a home that is toxic, which is quite common with a lot of African homes, some of us, our parental upbringing, our parental mentality, they believe that you must always use the rod to correct the child. You must always be so aggressive on the child for the child to learn, which is not always true. However, if you find yourself in that situation, understand that you cannot control the actions of your parents or your environment, but you can control what you do. So if you find yourself in that situation, you know that that is the kind of home you're from, make plans to move out on time. Make plans to not make your parents' house your graduation or retirement from school plan, because you cannot escape whatever comes out of it. And it's not like I'm encouraging you to, leave your parents' house after school, no, I'm just telling you that if you know that this is what it is, do not put yourself in that position, because it's draining, physically, psychologically, mentally draining to come from a home where you're treated in such manner, in an abusive manner as an adult. It can ruin your future perspective on relationships, on friendships even, and even with the way you relate and interact with people. It can scar you. I'm not to say that she was living with her parents, because we do not really know the entire story, and I'm not the kind of person to judge by what I see online or judge from what people say. I don't do that. However, some people said she stays there. Some people said no, she just went there to visit her brothers. So this brings me to point 2. If you know that you're from a home that is toxic and unhealthy, and for some reason you need to see your siblings, go with a partner, go with someone, go with people. It could be anybody, it could be 2 people. The person is able to stand in for you and say, no, don't do this. Go with someone, go with an escort. You can even rent bouncer. Bouncer is just 100k. Yeah, some of you do not know that bouncer is as cheap as that. Bouncer is just 100k for a day. Rent bouncer, so that whatever wants to happen, they will stand in for you. They will protect you. If you must really go there to see maybe your sibling, or to get something of yours, or to do 1 or 2 things. I've been in that situation before where I needed to pick up my items from an ex's house, and I knew he was really abusive, and I knew that there was a high chance of him being abusive towards me the moment I got to his house. So you know what I did? I rented a battalion of escorts, one entire Hilux, a battalion of escorts. There were about 4 because him too, I know he's someone that he has people around him. So I knew there was going to be his driver there was going to be his security personnel there. So I went with 4 people, 4 extra armed personnel. Thankfully, that's how he was not able to do anything to me. I went there. He couldn't. He was so surprised, because he was about to make an attack. He was about to, and then they told him, Mr. Man, just respect yourself and allow her get her things. Monitor her, allow her get her things. And I got my things. What I wanted to get, I got my things, and I left peacefully. So this is the second thing you can do. Thirdly, detach emotionally. Some of you home, yes, you do not have a reason to go there. You're not living with your parents. However, emotionally, they still find a way to get to you. Mentally, they still affect you. They still have an impact on you psychologically. The solution is to detach. Detach emotionally, detach mentally, detach psychologically, in every way, everything that has to do with them. Cut them off. Be okay with, these are my family. I love them, I care for them, I care about them, but they do not align with my values. They do not align with my peace of mind. And for that reason, I have to give space. I have to give distance. Then distance yourself from them, physically, mentally, emotionally. Whenever they are trying to say, or whenever they say things that even when you don't end the call, they say certain things that you know you're not happy with, it does not get to you anymore, because you know you are now detached from them. So these are ways you can deal with, not perfectly, but to an extent, deal with toxic family, toxic homes, family environments.